Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a journal with me, and as you can see, I am in my new journal. If you want to know more information about it, I did share the details in a flip through on my channel, which I'll link below for you in the description box. You can see here I'm just deciding on a page I'd like to work on, and I was being super picky. The only ephemera from my life that I have to add into my journal today is some photos, so I'll be adding lots of other random bits and pieces to fill out the pages and add some interaction and make it special and lovely to look at. So I have 3 photos of hot air balloons in the sky, and these photos were taken early in the morning. They came right over our house. The other photo of the sky was taken in the evening on the same day. These photos don't document a big event or anything, just a small happy moment I want to remember. I love balloons and they make me so happy, and I just think there is something so magical about them. I've been lucky enough to go on a balloon flight, and hopefully I will get to go on another soon. My husband actually bought me a balloon flight for my birthday last month, so I just got to get round to booking it. They quite often get cancelled a number of times before they can go ahead due to the weather, so it could be a little while before I get to go, but it's definitely worth the wait. So I'm having a little play with the items and seeing how everything will look on the page. I actually found it pretty difficult because the pages are so much smaller than I am used to. So I have some envelopes and journaling cards and some balloon scrapbook paper I'd love to try and fit on the page somewhere. I've pulled out a few more items from my stash, and this scrapbook paper here is from Crepe Paper Maggie Holmes, and I think it was the Market Square collection, and I'm just cutting out this little ephemera piece because I thought I might like to use that on the page. And I've decided to use this sort of travel map themed envelope. I thought it fitted quite well with the balloon because they sort of travel in the air. I'm just adding double-sided tape all around the edge, and that's how I'll add it to the page. And I'm using the photo as a guide to see where I need to place the envelope. I did place it a bit too far down the page, and I did need to end up cutting that photo a little bit at the bottom. Moving on to the right hand side of the page, I'm just figuring out how I'm going to lay these items down, and I really want to use this balloon scrapbook paper. It's from the Market Square collection, and I really liked it. I thought it fitted well with what I was documenting, but I also didn't want to use all of it. It was just a bit busy. So in the end, I do decide to trim it down, and I'm just going to have a little strip of it at the top of the page. And as you can see, layering this journaling card, I just didn't like how the brown paper looked underneath, and in the end I decided to layer the journaling card on top of the photo. I'm using my Tombow Mono Multi Glue to stick this down onto the page. It's a tacky glue, so it's probably very similar to Aleene's tacky glue. I just find that it works really well for scrapbook paper, and you don't need to cover the whole thing either. I've pulled out this stack of paper. This is all pulled out from one of my previous journals. I think it was all from the blue journal I finished a little while ago. And I found some ledger paper, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to collage this page together and cover up that brown paper. It's not that I don't like it, I just didn't feel like it fitted with what I was documenting, and it just left really weird spaces between the photo and journaling card. And the ledger paper is also going to give me some writing space. And I'm just using a glue stick for this piece. I had to trim that journaling card down a little bit so it didn't cover up too much of the photo, and I really like how this page is coming together. And so here are some other things I pulled out earlier on in the video. I'm just having a little play and seeing which bits and pieces I might like to add down onto the page. So I have some ephemera bits and pieces, I have a tag. This piece here is by Tim Holtz, and I really tried to fit this on the page somewhere, but I couldn't find anywhere for it to go, and in the end I decide on this piece I cut out earlier in the video, and I'm just using my glue stick to stick that down on the page. I've pulled out some alphabet stickers. These are from one of the crepe paper collections, and I really like just the black outline of them. It really pops off the page, and it also means that I can see the floral pattern underneath. And I'm just spelling out the word balloons. I'm adding the other couple of photos into the top envelope, and I need to figure out a way to close it. So I've pulled out my Market Square washi tape and I'm just adding a piece to the flap to keep it closed. It's probably not going to last, but at the time I couldn't think of anything else to add, maybe a glue dot. I wasn't 100% sure and I didn't want to permanently close it. I'm also adding some wider washi tape down the centre of the page just to keep those papers on the right hand side stuck down. And I'm moving on to the previous page. I've pulled out my vintage linens. These are from pack 4. The linens in this pack are soft and delicate, lots of light neutrals, lots of dainty florals. It kind of has a cottagecore vibe to it, and I'm going to use one on this page. I've not had chance to use these yet, so I really wanted to use one, and I'm going to write a quote on top of it. I came across this quote in August and I thought it would be really fun just to add something simple on this really pretty floral scrapbook paper. So the quote says, "The purpose of our lives is to be happy," which I think is very true. This linen pack is available in my shop and I will leave the link down in the description box for you. And I'm just using a glue stick so I can get really close to the edge. Moving back to my earlier pages, you can see here I've done my journaling off camera, and now I'm just writing a date on a label sticker and adding it to the top of the sky photo. Now I'm going in with some smaller details. I like to use stickers to decorate the page, so I'm using some word stickers, I use a balloon sticker, and then I also go in with these little black star stickers. And then the last thing I do is go in and staple some bits down. So I'm using my Tim Holtz Tiny Attacher, and the staples are really just for decoration, but they also will help reinforce those pieces. And here is a look at the finished pages. It was a really fun and happy spread to put together, and I love how the pages turned out. It's fairly simple, but it's important to me to document the tiny moments as well as the big ones. Here's a look at the photos in the envelope, and I'll also give you a closer look at some of the smaller details too. I hope you're all doing really well and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.